Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be diving into the Blend Bunny Rotten collection. This is a collaboration with May Peng. I've seen some of her work. I didn't follow her per se, but I did see her work. Very brilliant. I love odd, weird makeup. This is something that I'm fascinated with. Can I do it on my own? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. But this, I got the palette, the Rotten palette, and the Efflorescence uh, iridescent shades. So we're going to dive into this collection. I did not get the lip oil because I was just not interested in the lip oil, I guess. I don't know. I'm very picky about lip products. So let's get into it. All right, so I am going to go ahead and dive into the Rotten palette. This is the main piece. So there it is. It does have texture on it. So what this is supposed to represent is mold, different shades of mold. So I was kind of like, interesting, but it's textured. Isn't that crazy? So we're going to open this guy up. Ooh. Oh, the palette actually has that same texture. Hear it. So like this part, all the white bits are, except for this bottom part here, are textured kind of like a flocked. So they're flocked to represent the fuzziness of mold. And then when we open her up, it is a complete matte palette. So we've got a complete matte palette that are supposed to represent different colors of mold. I'm not sure if it doesn't look like the names are specific mold names. They're just different names. So I feel like, because this shirt that I'm wearing, it's got a little bit of like grays and a little bit of browns. So I kind of want to go with that. So we're going to play with the browns. And I do want to play with the efflorescence, of course. I did notice when I got mine, one of the shades was broken, but that's okay. I kind of pressed it back together. So the efflorescence is supposed to be just nothing but iridescent shimmers. It looks white. Well, on camera you can kind of see the color, but this shade right here kind of busted a little, but that's okay. I kind of pressed it back in place. These two also had little cracks into it, but they're very delicate. So, but I like how it's slim. All right. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get into maybe swatches. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with some swatches. Ooh, there's a lot to swatch. So I'm going to start from here across and then work my way down. So the first shade is going to be Oxygen, which is a matte white. Soft matte white, which I really like. Spoil. Well, all these are matte. Baby Blue. Asper, which is kind of like a Easter pastel yellow. Neo is going to be kind of like a fleshy peach. Whisper is going to be a mauve, purpley mauve mostly. Next row we have Velvet. It's more of like a moss sage green. Serpula is a mustardy yellow. Veil is a burnt sienna. These swatch really nice actually. And then we have Histo, which is a warm matte brown. Mildew, which is a navy blue. So there's the first two rows. I can't fit them entirely on this arm, so we're going to switch and do Stain, which is a berry pink. What is this one called? Acremonium. It's a pale pink. Spora. Ooh, that's a nice orange. Organic. is a nice gray. Fusarium is almost like a lighter burnt sienna, almost actually a true burnt sienna, rather than this one. This one's more of like a warm brown, I guess you would say. Derma, which is a pale kind of like, what do you call it? Green. Marrow is a nice cranberry red. Damp is a baby blue. Eulo is a dark brown, and then humid is going to be a matte black. So there are your shades for the Rotten palette. Clean my arms off, and we'll swatch the Efflorescence one. All right, so let's get that Efflorescence one. And here it is. I'll drop it. So we have 6 iridescent shades. We've got Loom. Oh, that's beautiful. Like, look at that. On camera. Floret. It's more of a purple pink. Oh, wow, these swatch amazing. Bloom is going to be your pink. Whoa. Wax, which is going to be your green, which is the one that cracked. Lichen, more of like a tealy color. And then Ripe is going to be another kind of blue. So they're different iridescence. Look at that. So pretty. All right, enough playing. Let's get into business. Start with our Rotten palette. We're going to create a look. All right, so we have a nice base. I used my Morphe, what is this called again? The Airplay, the Solo Artist in Airplay, which is the lightest color. We're going to dive into a dark shade first, I believe. I'm going to go with, I kind of want to go with some browns. Ooh, got a patch here. Well, we're gonna work with it. So I'm gonna go in with, I feel like I want to go in with Ulo. Oh, that's got some kick. And we're going to bring that. I kind of want to put some mustardy colors too. So we are going to start with Ulo on the outer edge. I know I do the same look all the time, like the same eye shape look. It just complements my eye shape, and it's easy to do, and I can use a little bit more colors. Okay, we're going to dive into Histo to blend that in. Perfect. And then we're going to do, let's do Serpula, which is that mustardy, grungy yellow. I feel like this is going to really, really tie things together. I'm liking that. These are easy to blend. So easy to blend. And see, it goes with my shirt. Okay, I do want to take Asper, which is that pale yellow. Use that as a brow bone a little bit. Yeah. That's going to work. I am actually going to take a little bit of Oxygen to really highlight that brow bone. Wow, that blends so well. I want to warm things up a little. I want to take, what is this called again? Fusarium. And I'm going to actually add this crease. Yeah, I wanted to warm it up. Take Superla again. Just kind of blend that through. These blend like a dream. Easy peasy. And now I would go and stay with a matte look, but I really want to use those shimmery shades. I am going to take my Efflorescence palette Let me see, what's the more yellow one? I think it's the middle one. Wax is the more yellow one. So we're going to take that. Actually, I'm going to put a base first. I'm going to take, or should I do something different? Let's do, well, I don't know. I think I'll do Asper on the lid as my base. Then I'm going to take Veil to kind of blend it through here. Take a little bit more of Ulo to bring that back to life. And now I will take Wax. And that's more yellow. I'm just going to put that on top. Ooh. Yes. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. All right. I do want to take a little bit more of Veil to add a little more warmth here. And then I'm going to take Fusarium to go on top. I'm going to bring this a little higher. Clean my brush off. And then Serpula, which is that mustardy yellow. And then we're going to take Asper to kind of diffuse a little. Yeah, I'm liking that. A little bit of Ulo to bring that back to life in the depth. Yes. I'm liking that a lot. Let's do the lower lash line. We're going to switch gears and do different colors. So we're going to take, I think I'm going to do Velvet, which is that sage color. Might be a little too light. No, let's take a little bit of Humid to add some depth. There we go. And then we'll take Velvet and we're just going to smudge it on top and take a little bit of Derma, which is that pale color, and blend it. And then I do want to put Derma in the inner portion here as a base. Then we'll do Lichen on the lower lash line. Then I do want to pop, I think I'm going to do, let's do Bloom. I know it's not quite the color, but I do need a base actually before I do that. I do want a base in there. Let's do Oxygen in the inner corner here. Then we'll put Bloom on top. Ooh. All right, here is the completed look. I do like it. I probably would have, I mean, if I had a different colored shirt, I'd probably put something a little bit different, but I do like it. And I'm having like some texture issues around this area, but anyways, I do like this palette. It seems very easy to blend. It took me no time really to blend everything in. I really do like this color here. It's a Serpula. I'm gonna add a little more because why? I can. I just love that warmth it gives. And the greens are a little bit dull, but that's just, you know, whatever. I kind of don't care, but it is a great palette. I'm excited to use this shade in another look. I kind of need to really, this is really going to challenge me as far as like using eyeshadows. I typically go for like this, the safe route, the easy contoured eye type of thing, but I really want to stretch my limits. I kind of want to do some different looks, matte, all matte looks. Hopefully I'll have time to do that with, you know, I get up so early to get ready for work that I don't really like get time to do intense eyeshadow like this. I will say those Efflorescence ones are absolutely stunning. I saved my highlight for last because I'm going to take wax. Whoa, that is intense. I'm going to take wax and it will be my highlight for today. Oh, little goes a long way, my friends. Wax is intense. These are just absolutely stunning. These, I have shades similar to these in my Ellis palette, but I like that they're separate so I can just add them on whenever I want. Instead, I do like this palette. This one's great. I feel like I didn't have much option in the inner corner. I didn't want to use the, like when I use Bloom, it's a little too pink, but that's okay. I mean, I'm experimenting, doesn't have to be perfect. This is absolutely just a beautiful palette. I love every shade. I'm just really sad that this one kind of broke a little, but I did manage to smush it together and hope for the best. It does crack every now and then, and so do the other shades, but it's okay. This will be a nice kind of addition for toppers, I feel. And then, of course, the Rotten palette is going to be a nice staple matte palette. So I really do like that Blend Bunny ventured into something super different and went with a palette that is so unique. This is something I feel like not a lot of brands do. They don't do all matte palettes. They don't do, you know, stuff that's unique and different. But you know what? It's depending on the brands. The brands want to do something a little different, then by all means, I feel like it's the best thing to do. I do have another palette that I do want to review, but I'm kind of just trying to catch up on some videos, so I will not do that for a bit. But I hope you guys like it. If you don't notice my earrings, Young Frankenstein. I'm gonna go see Frankenstein with my best friend, so I have Frankenstein, and that's why I kind of wanted my shirt to, or my eyes to really go with the earrings and everything. And then I just popped on a berry lip stain that I found at the dollar store, Dollar Tree to be exact. And it's all right, but I just hate that I have like a texture thing here. It's really sad. Anyways, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this. Do I recommend the Blend Bunny? Of course, I recommend anything Blend Bunny. I have the, what is it called? Below, something below. I'm sorry, my memory does not serve me, but that's a beautiful palette. I reviewed that one as well. But this one's really good, and I honestly, Blend Bunny's palettes are really good. I miss my Surge palette. I think I misplaced it, and it's gone, and I miss it so much. That had the most beautiful neon green. It's no longer available, but yeah, I do love Blend Bunny's. She used to be housed, I believe, in El Paso, which, you know, my sister lives in El Paso. And that was cool because I could get it faster. But now that she's in another state, it takes a little bit longer, but that's okay. It's worth the wait. I really feel like these are packaged beautifully. They're boxed beautifully. They really do take care of packaging with Blend Bunny. So I'm so excited. I really want that artistry collection, but I'm waiting for it to go on sale because that is just a little pricey for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.